defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode. So I've been told that I should fold and give in. I can't win in this game, no. But you can hear me laughing. I'm the new thing in this field. You should kneel and
That was dramatic. So, yeah. So what is that? What is that? That is George Hood. He's been on the show. We like to promote things here. Welcome to Lunch Therapy. If you've never been to Lunch Therapy before, welcome. Today is a very special day because I have Chris Shane on the show. And Chris is a hilarious comedian and an actor and just super fun. So it's great to have him here. He's live, so we can mess with him. Last time he was on the show, or a while back he was on the show, we had him tell a crazy story. He couldn't even get through it because he was so distracted by the people in the chat room, which is great. That was a video. George Hood, he's been on the show before. He's a hummingbird. He's a part of our family, and he, as he said on the show, is going to be attempting another world record. He is the world champion planker, and that is he planked for 10 hours, 10 minutes, and 10 seconds, and has the Guinness Book of World Records record as well. I want to know what kind of nipple exercise George does. Yeah, I'm sure he has some really strenuous nipple exercises, as do I. I got my Lunch Therapy shirt on. And all right, so we got some folks here. Chris is in the green room. Let me just tell you, George is attempting to do the most push-ups in an hour. And this is going to happen on March 27th at 10 a.m. in Florida time. So here that'll be too early for me. But I'm going to try and do it. If only I would dance like that bird on the left. I'm going to be dancing today. We got some really good music today. So the current world record for push-ups in an hour is 2,919. So that's going to be an incredible event, on par with the Mars landing, I'm sure. And if anybody can do it, George can do it. If anybody wants to know more about George, there is in our Interview Friday series, there is an interview with George, and you can find out how the hell somebody can get that fit and be in his 60s. Okay, so let's move on. This is going to be a very therapeutic, fun show. There's a lot planned. Let's get into it. I'm going to get myself a modem. 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 That is so true. George is incredibly inspirational. You know, at the beginning of the show, I had a little thing that said, dare mighty things. The Mars lander, when it came down, the parachute said, dare mighty things. And that's what we, do on this show. Or we have a lot of people that dare mighty things. I'm not sure if we all do it, but we try, right? Boney has friends. Yeah, you had a flamingo dancing with him in the intro. This is a beautiful, beautiful hummingbird that was filmed by Gnell. Gnell is, I believe, in the chat room now, so hopefully he's enjoying that. Look at that. It's incredible. He has a GoPro camera that he mounts on his head. It's pretty incredible. I want to see him, go off some jumps. So first breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I hope you're all doing well today. If you have a bit of the Mondays, the Moin days as we call them, we are going to dispel any lingering angst or tension, worry or fret, anger or fear. This is a healing zone, so leave your crap at the door. Chris is here. We're going to attempt to create an environment of pure relaxation and enjoyment. And I asked Chris to send me a video of him playing his Stratocaster guitar in a very soothing sort of way for our intro. So I'm going to pull that up now. There he is. There's Chris. He needs one of those top knots. He needs his hair up in a bun, I think, when he does this. But this is pretty awesome. So this is Chris. This is him playing the guitar. He's going to be here live soon. The army push-ups are the punishment. And the reward is ice cream, of course, Chuck. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. There's Chris. Yeah. He's in the green room. Let it go. Chris is in the green room. Hey, Chris, say hi if you can.
Hi.
There he is. Yeah. So, he's gonna be here soon. This is total mellow, dude. Yeah. He is the mellow dude. As am I. So, one more breath. In through the toes, out through the nose. Hold it. Let it go. Yeah, we gotta find out what Chris's record is for push-ups. I think maybe I could do
44 and a half.
44 and a half. I thought maybe, oh, wow, look at this. Hope he joins us from a room he knows nothing about. Yeah, maybe he will. Matt Wright, in through the toes was rough. Yeah, it's hard, Dare mighty things is the theme of the show today. Let's get Chris in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him in, but while I bring him in, we're going to see one of his characters, because he does these wacky characters. Gouda tunage.
Good morning, everybody.
This is Chris.
I just wanted to share this breakfast that I'm blessed with having today. It's granola, blueberries, blackberries, so many antioxidants. People don't. Kat, can you seriously stop? I need to make this video.
Okay. That was confusing.
Okay.
Because you were in the middle and you were on the side. So I don't know how that's going to go.
It's
but Chris,
confusing to me because I have an echo of everything in here.
You do? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you have a headset on.
I do.
And you can hear everything echoing. Do you want to try
Everything
and unplug
you
it?
say I hear 5 seconds later over what
Why
you're
don't you
saying
unplug
now.
it? See what happens. What happens now? Is that good?
I unplugged it.
Yeah.
That
Are you still getting it?
it's still echoing. Yeah.
Okay. Plug the headset back in and deal with it, man. Deal with it.
Holy shit. Okay, that's a circumstance.
I don't know why it's echoing. I can try something here. How about that? Is that any better? Who knows? Who knows? It's
Okay,
a mellow.
I just heard you say
mellow
deal with it.
You just heard it now?
It loops back. Oh man,
great.
it's just
That's
gonna be
great.
which Joel. to
Oh, are you on
respond to.
YouTube? Are you on YouTube or anything like that? Kieran says you're on YouTube. Maybe you have it open. Were you sharing
Maybe
it?
I do.
That's probably it. Thanks, Kieran. Appreciate it. With the technical help.
Okay, you're
Yeah?
right. I had it open.
Yes.
Ah,
Again, once
Sweet.
again, saved by the chat room. That was awesome. I think he deserves a
Wow.
round of applause. I think he
Thank
deserves
you.
a
Who
round
was
of
that?
applause. People are going crazy. The crowd is going wild. Thanks, Kern. That was so cool of you. There you go. There's some applause for him. Wow, I'm glad we dealt with that, because when it comes to technical issues, whew, I never know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Ben McKnight says, last time you were in your wife's art studio and you didn't know where you were. You remember that? That was like the 200th anniversary of the show.
right. You were asking me what the painting was in the background.
And you were like, I don't know where I am. I have no idea.
We're in a bunker. I don't know. I don't know. The internet
Now-
was terrible down there.
Oh my God. All right, now you're out of sync, apparently, which is great. So cool. So that's okay. Out of sync is all right. I think we can deal with that, right?
Yeah. Let me just try to close out everything involving the internet besides this, and maybe.
We have a question from the
that'll help.
chat room too while you're doing that. What kind of nipple exercises do you do? Is it with the weights?
Well, it's with the 40-pound weights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get those
The
attached.
clips?
Yeah.
The nipple clips?
And then, yeah, the nipple clips.
You're back in
They
sync
go
now.
on there.
Just like that. Hey, you know what?
Oh, really?
I'm working on doing some more neck exercises. I don't know if you have any good neck exercises, but that's something I've been working on because I realize as people get older, their necks get skinnier, just skinnier and skinnier until I guess the head just falls right off. So I'm thinking I want my neck to get wider as I get older, but I've never really, I've never really had the discipline to concentrate on my neck, and so now I think that I'm older. I think I might be able to. I might be able to do that. There's
you could just.
That's awesome.
Is this one? Is that a neck strengthener?
When we were in football, we used to wear the helmets, put our head on the ground, and kind of roll around on it, so that we wouldn't kill ourselves out there playing football. Okay, so Chris, I want to get to something really quickly here. It is your movie that you made. So since we've seen Chris, he's been doing characters on Instagram. He's been doing improv. Zoom improv. He's been doing, he did a whole movie where he plays all the characters, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at that. We won't play the whole thing here. What'd you say about my neck? I know. I was doing that. I was talking about my neck in one of these open mics the other night, and somebody went like this, as soon as I said that thing about necks. Because, as you get older, you start to get really paranoid about your neck. Matt, I wanted to tell Matt, we are going to make the first non-fungible token joke. I don't know if you know what a non-fungible token is, do you?
No.
Chris? Okay, good.
I don't.
I'm not going to tell you because I don't really know. But apparently they sell them.
It just can't be funged.
It can't be funged. Non-fungible. Fungible means that it's exchangeable. I mean, that it's interchangeable. So a penny is fungible because they all look the same essentially, unless it's like a really valuable penny. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is why I decided not to explain non-fungible token to you. But non-fungible means that they're all different. That's basically it. Do the Janet Jackson neck move. Wonder what the Janet Jackson is that. I don't know. It's a good suggestion. You could try neck ups. Right.
Oh, Superman's a good one where you just get on your stomach and then you just lift your top of your body and your back of your body, and I find that does your neck right here pretty good. Yeah.
Man, I hope I don't hurt myself. Let's get on with the movie. I'm going to show half of it, like a few minutes of it, and then people can go to where can they watch this full movie?
I think it's on YouTube.
You think?
Or
is this like last time where you're like, where are you? I think I'm at home. I'm not sure.
I'm sure it's on YouTube actually. Now that you remind me.
I like how Loretta says, so many other body parts to get paranoid about before the neck. See, I've just given up on the other stuff. Just the neck. It's all going to be focusing on the neck.
Yeah. I hurt my foot lately, so I'm paranoid about that.
I'm trying to do the thing that Kieran is saying. What'd you do to your foot? You had it like in a cast, right?
Yeah, it was not in a cast, but it's swollen, so getting old sucks.
Julie should talk to your insurance company before recommending neck exercises. I'm not recommending anybody work on their neck, just me. And we're going to just see, over time, we can look at different episodes and see how big it gets. It might get Bluto size. You familiar with Bluto?
Popeye,
yeah. Big neck.
Yeah. Big neck.
He
little
looks
brain.
so young. Little brain. Or maybe his head's small. I don't know. All right, let's look at this CUDA movie. It's called
Keeves CUDA.
Keeves CUDA. We'll be down here on the bottom just kind of heckling like Mystery Science Theater.
I'll take a quiet life.
Those are actually my prescription glasses.
Are they?
What the
They look
heck?
good. I have some.
That's actually the CUDA.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
Really? It's nice.
Ahoy, Scoot.
Yeah, Keeve, whose muscle car is this?
Mine. Got a PPP loan.
Aren't those supposed to be for businesses?
Yeah, this is a business. This is Keeves Exotic Car Rentals.
Considering that you only have one car, shouldn't it be Keeves Exotic Car Rental?
Scoot, shut up. I'm gonna rent the CUDA out to movie studios, and then I'm gonna build up my fleet. So why don't you just hop in,
I know
man?
this
I'll take
guy.
you for a spin.
Totally know that guy.
I got Blue Oyster Cult on 8-track.
He's got BOC on 8-track.
Can I drive?
Nope, sorry, Scoot. Like, insurance thing, can't. Insurance thing. You just get in, get in the car.
Why does he say insurance thing twice?
Yeah,
adamant.
Kat recommended I cut that out, but I kept it.
You like it?
Easy with the doors, Scoot.
We gotta get
Gotta
to the
be
one more
gentle.
guy. There's one more character.
She's vintage.
Yeah, you probably don't want to rev it too much, Keeve.
Why, Scoot? You afraid of the roar of American muscle?
I like that line. You're afraid of the roar of American muscle.
Right.
It's a scary roar.
It's Mr. Hose!
There he is, Mr. Hose. Did you base this on Mr. Hand, by any chance?
So?
You know Mr. Hand?
I don't know who Mr.
Scoot,
Hand. Oh,
you gotta get in the
Fast
driver's
Times?
seat. You gotta distract him, Mr. Hose. I didn't
No.
pay rent.
But your mom gives you an allowance, Keeve.
Okay, Scoot, it's a salary, okay?
Whatever. And you bought the CUDA?
Yeah, I bought
I
the
like the
CUDA.
way
It's
that
part of my
Mr.
business, and I can
Hole
pay
walks.
back the rent later, Scoot.
his name?
That's
Yeah.
part of the law. That's the
Mr.
COVID
Hose.
law.
Oh.
Like a garden hose.
That's not cool,
I like the way
Keeve.
Mr. Hose walks.
I like Mr. Hose.
You like Mr. Hose? Well, I'm your best
I like his
friend,
comb over, too.
Scoot. So what about that? What about, doesn't that mean anything?
Yeah, my wife did all the makeup, Kat,
Really?
for
She did a
Mr.
great
Hose.
job.
They are roommates.
They are roommates.
Great that became evident.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Scoot.
Hey, Scooter! Nice hot rod! I heard you revving it all the way up the block.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Hose. You know, I'm just
he from
borrowing
New
it from
England?
a friend.
Mr. Hose?
He must
Mind if
be.
I,
He must be
sit
some
shotgun?
East Coast area.
No, yeah, hop in.
They're great characters. That's the cool thing about this movie.
I'm not sure exactly. Yeah.
All right, we're moving back to our thing because I don't want to give it all away right here on the
Yeah.
show. I want people to check it out on your channel. Classic
I know.
odd couple tropes. Dig it. Yeah. So, Chris, clearly you've been working on characters. And
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Well, I started doing the Groundlings a couple years ago where I learned how to do characters and more grounded characters. And then, yeah, it's been kind of a journey now to social media and just being able to just kind of have a backdrop and just do like a random 20-second character. It's a fun way to practice and actually put stuff out there.
When you, when people audition for Saturday Night Live, is that what they do, characters? I've heard that.
There's a class at the Groundlings actually where they offer, it's called the SNL Audition.
Yeah. Oh, really? There's a class?
Yeah, they have a class now. Yeah, where you can get prepared just for the audition. And
Have you taken it?
I just know, I haven't yet. No, I
You
have
better get
not.
over there.
I should.
Because
Yeah, I should
you got
sign
the
up.
stuff, man. You got the stuff.
Thank you. And thanks for having me, by the way. I
Sure,
don't think
of
I
course.
mentioned that while I was going through the delay.
I was
Um,
rambling on, I'm sure.
No. But yeah, so I think you just do a character sketch where you just basically do a character in an ordinary situation and show their eccentricities. I think that's how the SNL audition goes. I think you get like 2 or 3 minutes just to
So
do a sketch.
that is probably the most valuable thing to SNL is a character, an actual fleshed out character, not like a script or like a. I mean, do you have to write a script too? Because don't they write as well? Write. Sketches?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just sort of thinking along lines of maybe for their actors, that's what they
We got to
what
get
they
you in
really
that class,
want.
man. We got to get you in that class.
I know.
And
Yeah,
you
if
come
I'd
on
taken the
answer.
class, man, if I'd taken the class, I'd have so many answers.
We had CUDA dude in our high school, by the way. Muscle cars like that where everybody, they lined them up in a particular place in the parking lot. And there were lots of guys like that. I'm not going to name any names, but Doug Rubel. Doug Rubel was a little like CUDA guy. No, Doug Rubel, super cool guy, great person. I'm just, making jokes. I was jokester stuff. But he had a car like that. He had a really cool car, as did Sam Swanberg. He had like a Corvette. And lots of really cool big muscle cars. But it was
People
huge.
used to work on their cars. They used to be a big part of American life.
But you have one like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's my dad's, or it was my dad's. So now basically I just have this muscle car to put in shorts that, I don't know how to work on or do. I don't really know anything about.
You're so mellow. You're so mellow. I need to learn to be mellow like you. How can I do that? What is it about your lifestyle that makes you so mellow?
Just having a nice breakfast.
Do you breathe a lot? Do you meditate? Do you?
I meditated this morning actually for about 10 minutes. Yeah, I sat there and I just watched all the thoughts come in.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You surf?
So I was surfing.
Yeah. Until what happened?
Until the water got cold and it just became less inclined to weed. Yeah, lots
of weed.
I would say lots of weed, but
But some
some
youth, of course, because you're not in a hurry like the rest of us are. Like, oh my God, I gotta meditate and I gotta do some yoga and I gotta work on my neck. That's the way I am.
I mean, no, I think my brain moves just as fast with all those worries as anybody else. I think it's my speech that gives this illusion of being chill. I'm not chill actually at all. It's just people find me to be so casual. They don't take me seriously,
Well,
which is
you're industrious, even though you're chill.
yeah. I'm trying.
I want to show you all
either-
something. Todd Lee, who's in the chat room, he recently sent me some videos of his dogs, and I want to show you those for a second here. Oh, this is not videos of dogs. This is your movie.
I was gonna come in.
Just to remind people about the movie. Okay, so here's Todd's dogs. We've got
Let's go.
Margot is the little one behind me. There. And then Georgie is the big dog. Georgie and Margot. And
one
recently
pulling
he
the sled.
he sent us something where they're chewing on a lot of wood. Because dogs, they like to chew on wood, which is... They've got kind of a paper fetish, these dogs. In fact, the little dog, Margot, goes into the bathroom, grabs the toilet paper, and will run out with the toilet paper, and you'll see it like all through the house. But, we pulled some strings, and we got them a commercial, a Grape Nuts commercial. Yeah, so we're going to play that next on the
Ready
show.
to go, Georgie?
Grape Nuts commercial starring Margot and Georgie.
My dog's morning starts with a good helping of grape nuts.
Many consider me an expert on natural foods like cattails.
Part of my breakfast.
Tastes nutty, you.
Crunchy, too.
Looks like wood, tastes like wood, but grape nuts. The morning treat.
There you go.
Looks
good.
like wood, tastes like wood.
That was Todd also narrating as well, which is kind of cool. So it's a very interactive show. Sometimes, they make themselves into skits. People on the show daring mighty things, and they get on the show. Ben McKnight says, "Could you do an impression of a fast-talking character?"
Oh yeah, I could do an impression of a fast-talking character. A fast-talking character is a guy who just really wants to give you every kind of information he's got. Let me tell you about the information I got. I got a cat one time. He got a hold of a toilet paper. Now that's a problem.
I love
That's
it.
my
Thank you for
impression
doing
of
that. I appreciate
Fast
that.
character.
I want to show this video to my dog and say, "See you, dummy. Dogs like to go for walks." This dog doesn't like to go for walks. That was great how you just dove right in there because you're an improv person, so you just say yes, yes, yes. Right?
Yes, and
Chuck says yes. Yes, and. Right? Yes, and.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to show another character that is probably a fast-talking character. First, I want to acknowledge that the Red Powered has shown up. We have not seen him on the show in a while. He says there, it's been quite a while. So I just want to make sure that he is acknowledged with some applause. It's great to see you, Red Powered.
Nice to see you, Red Powered.
Red Power's cool. I'm going to show a character of yours that talks fast. I think he talks fast. We're going to be sort of on the side, and I think that's confusing, but you'll be in the middle. The character will be in the middle. You'll be on one side. I'll be on the other side. The character will be in the middle. That's the way it's going to work.
Center stage.
That's the way the show's working today.
All right, you're here because you're ready to get serious about playing pool. First question you're probably going to ask yourself. How do I get to be a professional pool player like you? Huh? All right, let me tell you. No girlfriend, no social life. You go out every night and you play games for money. You stack that money and you put in tournaments. Also, trim your pubes. All right? All right.
All right. And then this guy.
Yeah.
Wait to
It's
see
important.
this guy.
Hey everybody out there. I just wanted to extend a warm welcome to come on down to Dylan's Shooting Range for Kids. I'm set up here at the public golf course. That's Wilson, hole number 8, right behind the bunker in Griffith Park. Don't worry about a thing. I got all the ammo provided, firearms provided. The only thing is, we're just looking to have a little fun with guns, all right? So just drop your kids off in the park. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about a thing.
That's good. So, okay, so you've been doing characters on Instagram, and people can go to Instagram and they find Chris Shane username.
Mm-hmm.
It rhymes. It's
It does.
Super catchy. You know, there's that other Chris Shane out there, and he is he's like a photographer. Have you seen him? If you go to Chris Shane, he's like a photographer, and he's totally schooling us all. He's like got these beautiful photos of himself. And I don't know, maybe you're going to have to usurp his throne because he is.
I don't know if I'll be able to catch up to Chris Shane, the photographer, man.
Good guy.
Listen,
He sets the
got
bar
big
high.
lenses. Yeah.
He does. I love this character thing. So that's what you're doing on the Instagram. You keep putting new characters up. And
Right.
Now I'm going to show you something here. It's a little quiz. Ready? What is this?
That's a dog.
That is a dog. Oh, that's a good call. That's a good call. You know our friend Ginny Sykes?
I do.
Yeah. So this is Ginny Sykes' new dog.
That is cute.
He's named Rabbit Einstein. I thought you weren't going to get it right.
I saw it on Facebook earlier.
You
Yeah.
did,
Otherwise,
that's
I would have had a lot of hard time without it. Yeah.
Todd Lee used to tour on the pocket pool professional competition circuit. You can catch it on ESPN Ocho. So there you go.
ESPN Ocho.
There you go. So that's where you can check it out. The Red Powered says, that looks like a dog, and a rabbit had a child, and somebody hit its face with a baseball. Oh, Red Powered.
Oh, wow.
Let's take a look. You'll see how cute he is, Red Powered.
He's
Look
cute.
at
Aw.
that. There's the actual dog after the wash. Look at how cute.
He's
Little
a happy
rabbit.
camper.
He's happy, huh? I don't know. Sometimes
my
I feel
wife
like
really wants a dog.
you have cats, right?
I have 2 cats.
2 cats. We're cat people too. But sometimes
Yeah.
the dogs.
Oh.
It's all courtesy of Ginny Sykes. This is hilarious.
Yeah. She's a good pet owner.
Cat says,
Keeping her
"Tell
dog
Chris we
nice
need a
and
dog."
washed.
You know, you guys, you need a dog. Y'all need a dog.
Need it.
It's tough though because you have to walk them. Cats.
That's what
you
I'm
don't have
all.
to. You're saying the same thing,
Cats.
right? I would say the
cats.
same
They
thing.
don't need to be walked.
Is that your cat?
This is one of our cats.
Oh, hold on a sec here.
She likes to get in between anything I'm paying attention to and me. You know? Very, very friendly.
Chris, you
There
need
you
a
go.
dog. Kamala says you need a dog as well. And then now she's saying we need a dog.
Oh!
See, now you got me in there.
Backfired.
Oh, it totally backfired. Oh, that's good. Well, thanks for bringing your animal on the show. There's a lot more to get to. I know this seems like a totally chill show, But I'm going to tell you, there's like lots of other cool stuff to get to. It's your fault. Chill is good.
Yeah, I just bring the energy, basically. It's like an event horizon. No energy can...
Oh, we got to get to that. We should just get to that right now, right?
Too much.
We're going to talk about black holes right now. Joel, did you have a dog growing up? Yes, we had Susie, which was a miniature collie. We had Duchess, it was a German Shepherd, and we had Toby, which was a collie, like Lassie. And then we had, so we had a lot of dogs growing up. And just one at a time, though, because there are a lot of...
Big dogs.
Yeah, big dogs. I like the big dogs. We did have two at one point. We had Susie and Duchess, but Duchess picked up Susie and just shook her, and so it's hard. Yeah, so you had to keep them apart. That's the hard part about animals. Did you tell the Bitcoin joke? Todd says, no, we're not going to tell it on the show. We're going to record it in a non-fungible token, and then we're going to sell it. That's the plan. And we're going to raise money for the show by selling the non-fungible token, the very first joke in a non-fungible token. But Chris doesn't know what that is. It's like a Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a
crypto,
a video. So there was one that sold for $6.6 million. What? It wasn't a joke though. It was just a video.
I'm confused.
I know, it's so confusing. And the guy who made the video did not get the $6.6 million.
What?
He probably sold it for like $5 or something, and then it just goes crazy.
Dude, I know somebody who bought a Bitcoin for like $5,000. Now it's worth $250,000.
Really?
Well, they bought 5. They bought 5 for $1,000.
No way.
It's a large come up.
The thing that's terrible about it is, and we're going to listen to Hang Drum while we talk about Bitcoin because it needs to have a balance because it's too disturbing. But you got to wonder, doesn't that money come from somewhere? Is there someone paying the $6.6 million and not getting anything for it? And then the other guy just bought the coin? I think the artist gets a cut of sales, says Matt. Matt's the one who told me about this. Like instant royalties. So yeah, the joke is really coming along too. It's definitely one of my better jokes for sure. And that's saying a lot, as you know. That's like huge. I mean, people are like, there's probably going to be an article about that. Joel said that he wrote like a really funny joke. It's Daniel Waples. This is so weird because I was talking to Chris about the I'm not going to say hang drum because that's incorrect. The hand pan. And I was telling him about it. He had never heard about it, which is just really odd to me because I don't know. It's just obvious, I think.
So many things I don't know about.
So you said, hey, it's great to listen to this guy playing the hand pan in the subway. And then I got this message from Daniel saying, hey, you wanted to play my thing on your show. Please do. So I'm going to let this ring out and calm everybody down.
It's kind of crazy how many different noises that can make.
Isn't it?
Like, how do you even know where the notes are?
Oh, it's really loud. Oh, shoot. I had it really loud. Thanks, Red Powered. Well, I have a whole episode where we interview a hand pan maker and artist, and you'll have to see this.
I bet that's really
Colin,
interesting.
And check it out sometime if you missed that show. And that you too, Red Powered. This is awesome. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. How do you even learn how to play a hand pan?
I do not know.
It sounds like a steel drum.
It does. So that's it's inspired by a steel drum for sure. But it is its own thing. But it was invented in 2000, so it's brand new. Even though it seems ancient. It seems like an ancient thing.
Guy just walks by.
Yeah. So thanks, Daniel, for that. Daniel Waples. Super cool of him.
Yeah.
To let us play this on the show because, it's generous. What's he holding in his right hand? It's on his, if you go to Daniel Waples and check this video out. He has a link of how to get those things, which are little, I don't know, they're like castanets almost that he had in his hand. Oh, I love that high five at the end. Totally unexpected, and I think that just happened. All right. Here's another
Hey
guy.
guys, just want to send you a little food inspiration out there. I know a lot of you guys are also in just really good shape, and it may seem that, oh, you know, you don't need to worry about what kind of food you eat, but that's actually not true. You got to think about the future. Okay. So I got some organic farmers market Swiss chard here. I'm cooking it with a little bit of locally sourced animal butter, and we're just looking to really put some vitamins and nutrients in our bodies.
Yeah, that's good. I like that guy. And there's this guy.
Oh, what's that, sir? Oh, yeah, I'm listening to Candyman by the Grateful Dead. Yeah, I know we're in nature, but I like my jams when I'm hiking. Alright, you got negative energy. I'm just gonna dip.
You're gonna dip.
What? What?
So, did the guy... There's applause. Much welcome applause. Did you... Did the guy get beat up at the end? With the what?
Yeah, that's kind of the assumption I was hoping to aim for.
I like it. Behind us is Chuck. Chuck Goldsmith took this video for us to enjoy on the show. I just wanted to shout out to Chuck. Okay, let's talk about black holes. What do you say?
Okay, perfect.
Because unless you want to tell us a little bit more about those characters, the hiker, the food guy.
Well, I think this was during a series that I'm about to finish called just Worst People in the World, where it's taken a toll, actually,
really?
On me. Yeah, these just really obnoxious characters. Some of them even mean-spirited, and
wow.
Yeah, so that's basically, when you're going hiking and you're in nature and you find the guy playing the jams, but to them,
Does anybody ever think it's you? They're like, they go to
Yeah,
Instagram, they're like, dude, you're a jerk. Candyman, why are you playing your music so loud?
Not that one, but the one where I'm cooking. I had people who are really into health food start following me thinking that I am some kind of nutrition specialist workout guy.
You better go
That
with
one
that.
surprised me.
Yeah, it's probably because of all the nipple work that you've been doing.
Yeah, oh my God. Without the nipple work, I don't think I would be getting so many likes.
I don't think so. Yeah.
You try to stretch them out.
Yeah. I want to show one other thing, we're going to show a little bit of is Zoom improv that you've been doing with some troupe of yours. What is that troupe?
Oh, it's called the interlocutors or interlocutors, which means people who converse back and forth. And it's Wednesdays at 12 on Facebook. And yeah, we do like two half-an-hour sets. Yeah.
Can people watch it? Because they're probably going to be watching Lunch Therapy at that time.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna.
Most people are watching Lunch Therapy at that time, but I guess you can watch. You have two windows. You can watch this and that.
Yeah,
but can you watch it later, or does it only come on?
You can.
You can watch this later.
Patreon.
Yeah,
there is a Patreon. You can watch it later if you like.
Okay, let's check this out.
We're gonna be working on a cruise ship. That's what they get, and we're gonna take it over from here. We'll see you in a little bit. Let's give them some love.
Jeremy, I've been working on this towel swan for over an hour, and I just can't seem to get it right.
Well, I mean, that's why I figured I'd make you a nice mocktail.
Waitress!
Yeah?
Yes,
Can I get you something?
yes, you could get me a swan napkin that actually is folded to look like a swan.
Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that to you.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
You've been working on this ship so long. Mocktails. I'm not even a human man anymore.
At this point, I feel like I'm just a glorified blender.
I think.
I'm freaking out, Jessica.
Hey guys, can I get a scotch on the rocks? But I want a mock on the rocks.
Just let me fold that napkin for you. I'm really good at the swans.
Oh, okay. maybe you don't really need me.
Honey, are you gonna come back to our room, or are you just gonna like bartend with these guys all night?
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna stick with us, or are you gonna go back to your?
Okay. How does that work? And what are you guys doing? Like, how does it work? How would you pop in and pop out like that? Is there somebody running it?
No, so you have to edit. So everybody has to basically jump in when they want to edit a scene to close it out, clap.
Yeah.
And then they step in and call who they want, and it's very, very challenging. That's the
Gotta be
hardest part for me.
impossible. I think this is sort of the beginnings of improv Zoom, because it's like hard to choreograph, I would imagine. It's
Yeah,
impossible, right?
it can get very complicated.
Yeah.
This is obviously an edited clip, and
Yeah.
there's many tangents in between.
Really?
But
We'll have to check it out sometime. I will check out the replay.
Just not on
because
Wednesdays, yeah.
Wednesdays at noon. And where do people go to see it?
Well, we can go to our Interlocutor page on Facebook. And you can watch it on
Interlocutor.
Facebook.
You know what? This is a very, there's a lot of big words in this show.
Yeah.
So the interlocutor, fungible.
It's a hard word.
Yeah.
It's a hard word.
It is. It's like laughing. You know, where they pop out. I don't know if you ever saw this. They pop out of these doors and say something funny, and then they pop back in.
Okay, yeah, it's very similar to that. You just pop in, say your joke, and then you get
Just run
popped
away.
out. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to get serious. We don't have a lot of time, but we're going to now talk about black holes in a very serious manner. This is comedians
Very
talking about
serious.
science. Lots of nipples in this show too. Okay. Black holes.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, a black hole is basically a star that has collapsed in on itself. And at that point, nothing can escape it.
That's cool. You know, I have to confess, I watched a couple of videos on black holes for this discussion, and I got sort of overwhelmed by it's unbelievable.
You too?
Yeah, I got overwhelmed. You?
Yeah.
So I just finally started watching Disney's The Black Hole from 1979, and it's kind of a disappointment, I must say. I mean, it was right after Star Wars, so everybody had a lot of big expectations, and this was Disney's answer to Star Wars, right? And they had huge stars. They had Anthony Perkins. They had Maximilian Schell. You ever heard of Maximilian Schell?
Unfortunately, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I knew the name.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's a cool name.
So, but, you know, then I started looking into Maximilian Schell because I'm like, I should probably know who this is. So I watched him in this interview with Dick Cavett. And, you know, Dick Cavett, he has these incredible interviews. And Dick Cavett was so nervous with this guy. This guy is like a mound of testosterone, Maximilian Schell. And he's like, you know, the most interesting man in the world?
The Dos Equis.
Yeah. This guy, Maximilian Schell, was basically that guy.
Wow.
He's a concert pianist. He's an actor. He won an Academy Award. He made his own independent films.
For the black hole?
No, not for the black hole. For Judgment at Nuremberg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
More
which is like
serious.
heavy duty stuff. And then he's on Dick Cavett, and Dick Cavett was like nervous. Like he interviews all kinds of people. He's totally nervous. So much so that it was super awkward. And then Dick Cavett was like, do you think women are dumber than men? That's what he said. No, he didn't even say that. He said, don't you think women are dumber than men? That's what he said. Dick Cavett. And then Schell was like, why do you think that? And Dick Cavett was like, I don't think that. And Schell was like, well, why did you say it? And then Dick Cavett was like, I don't really know. I was really asking you if you thought that. And he said, well, why did you say, don't you think women are dumber than men? And then he was like, I don't think women are dumber than men. And apparently what was going on was this Maximilian Schell had said something about women liking to be controlled or dominated or something like that. And so there were all these women protesting him, like when he came out of the airport. And so then Dick Cavett somehow just walked into that like a fool. And it was super embarrassing. I highly recommend people that watch that. And then this guy, Maximilian Schell, he was in, The Black Hole. And he then did this very touching a documentary movie about his sister. So this is what I know about black holes.
Wow. I listened to Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, and I thought, well, I should get a cover of Black Hole Sun for the show, and that would be totally appropriate and really cool, but I didn't. So, because you know why? Because I'm trying to make the dance break something where we actually dance.
Yeah. Well, I actually
Black Hole Sun is not really a danceable song. What do you think?
I feel very relieved that you were also overwhelmed, because I was worried that you were going to be this expert and be like, come on, you don't know the difference between a white dwarf and a blue dwarf? I thought you're going to be an expert.
Yeah. There's people in the chat room that know all about Maximilian Schell. Loretta does. Yeah, he was like one of those old school men that, right these days that forget about it. Can we ask marine biology questions on Comedians Talk About Science? Yes. If so, it would be highly amusing to hear a discussion on this topic. What is ambergris? Yeah, that would be good. We'll have to check that out. Look it up, Chris, for another show. The one thing that I do know about black holes is what you said. They are suns, or they are large stars that have imploded. That's what I got. Mm-hmm. And you had mentioned the event horizon. That's kind of what we're looking at behind us, which is the edge of a black hole. So the black hole is so dense on the inside that no light can escape. And that's why it's just black. And that's why we can't see anything. And so we don't really know what's in there. And that's why
what's going on.
The Disney movie seemed like a really good movie, because you were going to see what was inside of the black hole. Because it's not that there's nothing in there. It's just super, super dense. And so what happens is, as you get closer to it, this is bizarre, but as you get closer to it, time changes, because it warps not only matter, but also time. Mm-hmm. And so I could be on the edge of the black hole for like a week, like even like orbiting the black hole. It doesn't suck you in until you get really close. You have to get really close. And so you could just be orbiting, and maybe a week would go by. And back home on the planet, on Earth, like 1 million years might have gone by. Seriously, 1 million years, depending how close you got to it. It might be like maybe a week and like years went by, sort of Planet of the Apes style or Interstellar style. But yeah, so that's weird about the time. That's when I just was like, I got to watch this Disney movie because it's too much for me. They're talking about some kind of marine biology. I give him somewhat of a pass. Oh, she's giving him a pass, Maximilian Schell, because many men were like that back then. Not my dear father, and not my dear father either. Could have sworn somebody told me it was puke. They're talking about what Matt brought up way back here, which is called ambergris, which I'm sure we'll do an entire show on.
Oh yeah, ambergris.
All right, so that's what we know about black holes.
Yeah, I know that if you I tried to listen to the Stephen Hawking Audible book on black holes, and it said in the introduction that it was for laymen, but I quickly found out that his version of what a layman is quite different than mine.
Yeah.
I was struggling.
It's so confusing, and I mean, it's just too much to handle, I think. It's like, it's just too much to handle.
It's like, oh, I wonder how the universe works. I'm so curious. And then you start listening to a scientist, and you're like, wait.
Well, in the center of every galaxy, there is a supermassive black hole. And we have one at the center of our Milky Way, right? Mm-hmm. And it's called the Sagittarius A. And it's right there in the center. And I don't know. I mean, it's like millions of times bigger than our sun.
Yeah.
And it's
so much bigger.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't know. Actually, it has a mass of 4 million suns. That's what I have here.
Yeah. I did learn in this research that I thought the sun was so big, and apparently it's small.
Jose is telling us science baby spaghettification. And I just want to tell you, if you go through the event horizon, that's what happens to you. They call it spaghettification. You get ripped apart in so many directions by the gravity that you turn into spaghetti. You get elongated into a spaghetti.
Yeah. And then there was this thing that Stephen Hawking was able to prove that they emit radiation that they didn't know about before. There was that. Do you know about that?
I don't. Well, there's something about they emit little bits of radiation, the black hole, and that's how they eventually. I don't even know. They eventually die.
Yeah.
But
I was wondering if you could hop on one of those pieces of radiation, maybe, and escape the event horizon. I might be working on a new thesis.
I think you'd have to be. Yeah, I think you got to work on that paper and publish. You haven't published yet, right? I mean.
No, not yet.
Does that black hole maintain the galaxy in place? I don't think they know. Is it magnetic to the rest of matter? It doesn't suck things in. In fact, if our sun was a black hole, it would be fine. I mean, we would freeze to death, obviously, but
it would be fine.
The planets would still orbit around it, just like a sun. Weirdly enough. All right, I think that we have gone as far as we can go into the black hole. We were going to do a thing on prairie dogs, but there's no way. We've completely run out of time. Sagittarius men in love have a magnetic quality, making them attractive and easy to like, just like Sagittarius A, which is at the center of our Milky Way. See, we are learning things. We are.
I'm a Cancer.
But beware of falling hard for one of these extremely self-sufficient men, for they tend to be all about the chase. Interesting. My mom is a Sagittarius, so I don't know what that means. What happens if you stick whale puke in a black hole? It spaghettifies, of course. All right, so we're moving on to the dance party. This is the end of the show. It's not the end of the show because Chris and I are going to dance. And everybody out there, welcome to dance with us. Don't be intimidated by our moves because we've had a lot of physical training. We're actors. We've had a lot of physical movement training. So, if you see us doing something, you're like, oh, that's impossible. I could never do that. In fact, don't do that because you might hurt yourself. It's very high level dancing. Let's get it going. This is the pre-dance break. This is just the place where we say, hey, what's going on this week? What's going on with the rest of the week? I'm going to tell you. We had the incredible Chris Shane on today. Hopefully we'll have him on again someday because there's so much more. So yeah, he's like, oh, please. And then also, Loretta's up for the dancing. We're going to be dancing, and it's going to be a dance song. Tomorrow I've got a surprise filmmaker on. I'm not even going to tell you his name, but it's like a scoop. And at the end of the week, I've got the incredible Pat Cashman is going to be on live as well. And he is a Seattle mainstay in the Seattle entertainment world. And this is a squirrel. I'll move you out of the way, Chris. We have giant squirrels.
Yeah, I don't want to be near that squirrel.
It's fine. It doesn't have the plague like prairie dogs. Some prairie dogs do, but that's something we can't talk about because we never got to it. Here we go. Dance time. We're going to dance it out. Got a great one for you. Here it comes. This is Billy Joel's She's Got a Way. Love Raptor.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I know that I can't live without her. She got a way of pleasing. I don't know why it is, but there doesn't have to be a reason anyway. She got a smile, here's me. I'm sure, yeah, just how I make her feel.
These guys are awesome.
I find this thing
Love
that
Raptors
keep
and
on
YouTube
moving, and she got
they're pretty
around her, and everywhere she
Goes along with your like style.
A million dreams of love surround her everywhere.
Chill but energetic.
She comes to me when I'm feeling down and smiles me with other sound. She touches me.
You know what it is.
Oh, you turn
All right, thank you, Chris, for being on the show. Thanks everybody in the chat room. Thanks, Love Raptor. Thanks to the Hand God. And we'll see you on Wednesday if you're not at the improv show.
She got a smile